For the last 5 years, I've been living with a lot of stress from my last deployment, and I carried a lot of guilt from the deployment, and I feel like there was not a lot of options that I had personally to take control of the situations that I was put in front of. They were stressful, and a lot of times you don't face that just going from work to home, the things that are done when you have to go to war. The things that I've done, I don't feel like deserve to be forgiven. I was terrified. I was fearful. I was so afraid that nothing could be said or done to earn his forgiveness, and that I wasn't worthy to him. I think the biggest hurdle that I had was not knowing what to do with it. And I've came to church many times, listened to good sermons from pastor, and I always feel like I take something away from it, except for today or for last Sunday. And when he told us about what it is to forgive, and I feel like I understood. And one who was never around church as much growing up, I took what other people told me and what I thought was right and wrong and used that as my base, my pillar. And, giving it to me like the way it's supposed to be, which is, we're forgiven and we have been forgiven, and that it's okay to ask for forgiveness because we don't have to live with it. And I never quite understood that till it was told to me. And after I felt like I was educated about it, I wanted to yell out right there in church, how? How do you ask for forgiveness? How do you do it? Is there a certain way that I have to ask him for it? And I felt unworthy, that what I've done in Iraq, I could never be forgiven for. And then he led us in prayer and took it. I felt like he listened to everything that, he was saying the prayer, but he gave us the ability to say what we needed to say while he was asking God to open his ears and listen. And I let it all out. I told him everything while we were praying. The harm that I've caused and that had been caused against me, and I just let it all out. I said it all, and I asked him to forgive me for everything. And I left church Sunday, and I left those things there. And it felt so good, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for having the opportunity to come and listen to the service Sunday. And God had a plan. I wasn't even supposed to be here for this training at Fort Knox. I was supposed to go to Georgia, away from my family. And I've never experienced anything like I did Sunday. And I believe it's for a reason. And now I believe and I know that he does forgive you. And I know he's forgiven me.